Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about how to keep your Macintosh computer up to date because it could be a challenge. It's one of the things that we run into at Integral as far as Macintosh users are concerned. Mac users are horrible at updating their Macs. One of the reasons why is because older versions of Mac OS did not automatically update themselves. So Mac users would use their computer for years and then all of a sudden discover that certain features or programs wouldn't work on their Mac. Now newer versions of Mac OS, starting with Macintosh OS High Sierra, have added in automatic updates. But the challenge is that you've got to enable that on your Macintosh in order to get it to do its thing. So I'm going to show you how to make that work and to make sure that your Mac is up to date. Now keep in mind, my Mac isn't up to date because I am currently running Mojave and the current Mac OS is Catalina. But it really shouldn't matter because Mojave will show you all the features that Catalina will. So let's switch to Mac desktop. All right, there we go. We've got our Mac up and going. One of the things that we want to do is to kind of let you know where things are. So obviously if you're a Mac user, this is your Mac desktop. And as you can see, Mojave is in dark mode, which is kind of cool. Now, to find out if your Mac needs updates, it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of going to the Apple menu in the upper left-hand corner. Once you single click on the Apple menu, you can go to System Preferences, and as you can see, this computer says that it has one update available. So if we click on that, it will take us to System Preferences, and then as you can see, with the cog under Software Update, we can go ahead and double click on that, and the Mac will check for updates if there are any available. Now the thing to remember with the Mac OS is that with Macintosh, there are certain Macs that are not compatible with the latest operating system. So your Mac, as far as the updates, will allow you to get the latest version of updates for your Mac OS. But if there is a newer operating system for your Mac, then it will definitely show up in the automatic updates. So let's go back to our desktop. So as you can see on the desktop, Mac OS is telling me that I need to update to Mac OS Catalina. And I can get more information about it. It'll tell me the version, how much. If I click on more info, should give me more info. We don't want speed test, so let's go ahead and close. Oh, there we go. It's going to take us to Catalina and give us more information about Catalina. Let's go ahead and close that out, and we can choose to do update, which I'm not going to do now because that's going to take forever. But one of the things that you can do on your Mac OS is when you go into system updates is to make sure that you check the option to automatically keep your Mac up to date. Now we'll warn you on some of this. If you want it to automatically update your Mac, that is okay, because what it will do is the following. It'll check for updates, download new updates when available, install Mac OS updates, and install app updates from the App Store, which is what we're going to go into, and it'll install system data files and security upgrades. So if you want to keep your Mac safe from everything that's going on out there, meaning that you want to keep it safe from security updates, you want to make sure your apps are all up to date, make sure you choose that option on your Mac. But if you don't, if you're leery, you can always turn that option off. One of the other things that you can check, if let's say you want to make sure that your Mac OS doesn't automatically update itself because of compatibility issues with old software, is that you can turn off automatic updates and you can just go and make sure that your apps that you have installed on your Mac are up to date. Now to do that, we go back to our Apple menu. Once we're on our Apple menu, it's just a matter of going to the App Store, which obviously is the nice familiar thing that you can go to on both your Macintosh computer and obviously on your iOS devices. I like how it paused for that smile there. Anyway, to make sure that your apps are up to date, it's once you're in the App Store, which it'll give you the latest and greatest, you can just click on updates. Once you click on updates, after a few seconds, it'll let you know what apps or Apple apps that are needing updated on your Mac, and you can just go ahead and install them manually. But I will tell you that it is my expert opinion that you make sure that you turn on automatic updates on your Mac, because you want to make sure that you keep safe from all of the cyber threats that are going on the internet. So hopefully you will automatically or turn on automatic updates on your Mac and make sure that your Mac product is going to have the latest and greatest versions. Now keep in mind, as far as some operating system updates, and let's go back to that, if you go to the Apple menu and then go to, if I can get it right, to System Preferences, and it goes and we go to Software Updates, and it tells you that you can't get the latest version of Mac OS, it means that your computer is not compatible, and that is okay. Because if you can't get Catalina, which at the time is the latest version of Mac OS, you can still run Mojave without any issues, because Apple supports the last 3 operating systems. So the operating systems that are currently supported by Mac are High Sierra, Mojave, and of course Catalina. So hopefully that'll give you some information to make sure that you keep your Mac up to date. If you've got a older Mac OS system, you need to get that update to either Catalina, Mojave, or High Sierra to make sure that you have all the latest security updates, and to make sure that your Mac is going to be able to run all of the compatible programs out there. So hopefully that will answer any questions you have about updating your Mac. And speaking of which, if you have comments or questions, leave them in the comment section below. I love that. If you want to keep up on the latest tech tips and trends, be sure to subscribe to Integral, my company, or myself, Burton Kelsel, the technology expert. There's tips and tricks on our YouTube channels and on social media that are designed to help you get more from the technology that you use at home or at work. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile. And thanks for watching.